Today, we're going to be going through our favourite albums. It's a subjective list, not objective.
Yep.
So we'll go from 10 to 1, going one at a time, meaning I go 10, he goes 10, I go 9, etc. And then with one honourable mention, obscure pick to finish it off. So I'll let you do the honours and start with 10.
Start with 10. Fuck, right. So 10, I don't think you'll have this. Straight out of Compton, NWA.
Oh, dude, I do not have that.
Classic.
You used to bump that in your car, right?
Yeah, shit, yeah.
You used to have that and that Dr. Dre album, right?
Yeah, and I had Illmatic as well. They were the only 3 CDs I had in my Focus in high school.
I remember, I have a memory for some reason. Sorry, you go.
No, yeah, keep going.
I quizzed you one day thinking you weren't a Nas fan. I don't know if you remember this, where I asked you to recite the first few lines of Represent by Nas, and you nailed it. And I remember being like,
I don't remember that.
I don't know why I remember that. Maybe I don't
Yeah,
know,
I still
but
love that.
I was like, motherfucker.
Yeah,
So,
year 12. It just reminds me of me and Bristow driving to the beach,
Yeah.
listening to Straight Outta Compton.
what do you think of the movie?
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
It's good. Oh, it's nuts.
I love that movie,
Massive.
bro.
Yeah, fucking right.
What's your favourite part?
Probably just like the Fuck the Police when they play that and the
Yeah.
cops come through the crowd.
Or
Nuts.
my favourite part's when Snoop Dogg comes in.
Oh, yeah. How close does he look like the
He
like
nails
real
it.
Snoop Dogg?
There's like two parts. The first one, they're like clearly Death Row is like a blood, like record label, like Suge and all that. They're all bloods.
Yeah.
And he's a Crip, and he walks in, and then he's like, Suge Knight stands up. He's like, "Who's that?" And he's like, Snoop Doggy Dogg, car. Who are you? I like that, bro. That's
Yeah,
like
that's
the
gangster.
swag that he like encompasses.
Fucking oath. And what's the song they're playing? Him and Dre?
Him and Dre,
1,
it's
2,
deep cover.
3 into the foe.
Oh, well, the first song that they recorded was deep cover. So when he goes into that recording studio, the deep cover beat's playing.
Yeah.
Which was really Snoop Dogg's like first proper song.
Yep.
But then you're referring to fucking bro, what's it called? One,
Snoop
two,
Doggy Dogg and
three, and
Dr.
two,
Dre,
to
is it the
four.
flow? I
Dude,
can't
what's it
remember.
called?
I don't know.
I'm losing my fucking mind. I've got
Hold on.
podcast nerves.
Yeah. Shit, yeah.
Don't tell me, but like hint me.
Oh, dude.
Dude, just say it. Just say it.
Nothing but a G thing.
Oh, that's
Yeah, that's like
that's one of the GOAT songs.
oath.
Right, so my 10th pick, I know you won't have this for a fact, and it's an album that I've like pleaded for you to listen to,
Oh,
but
dude.
I bet you haven't. It's Victory Lap by Nipsey Hussle.
We talked about this on our first
No,
podcast.
dude.
It didn't really work out. I have listened to it, and I like it.
Man, fuck, man. He competed for Album of the Year that year that it came out, and like just a few songs.
Yeah.
Hustle and Motivate, fantastic. Grinding All My Life. If you
Yeah,
played
yeah.
2K,
Yeah.
that was on there.
Grinding
Last time
All-
that
last
I
time I
checked,
checked, yeah,
with
YG.
YG. Dedication with Kendrick.
Classic.
Dude, I really like that album, but I really like the West Coast sound.
I like that album as well, but top 10.
It's a good album, bro. Like, I like albums where it feels like the album's an experience.
Mm.
And, like, he's kind of taking you through, like, a story. He's taking you through... He's, like, giving you an insight into his life and how he lives and how he relates it back to his virtues and stuff. And it's paired with, like, West Coast production, which I love that shit.
Fucking oath. Yeah,
What do you
not
got
bad.
at
I
9?
respect it. Number 9, Oxymoron. Schoolboy Q.
Yeah, I respect it. I was hoping you'd have it in there, right?
Yeah, I did.
I was a little bit scared, admittedly.
Well, Hell of a Night. We talked about this last week. That's one of my favourite songs
Yeah.
from like that era. And it's got so many good songs on it. Studio.
Dude,
every song.
I've listed
Unreal.
here a few songs from that album just to put it in perspective.
Yeah.
Got Gangster, Collard Greens, Studio, Hell of a Night, Break the Bank, Man of the Year, Fuck LA. That's just
Insane.
off the cuff.
Insane.
Dude.
Dude.
He doesn't get his dues, really.
Yeah.
Like he pioneered like that. He was before Kendrick, like sort of, bro. Like that and Mad City was kind of around the same
What year?
time. But
2013, wasn't it?
I think it was 2013, 2012.
Yeah.
But I know that he had the first number one at TDE before Kendrick, which was Collard Greens.
True.
Because that's his song.
Yeah.
So, like, he sort of paved the way, man. But
Oh, yeah.
that's like TDE, the record label. They have like a way of releasing music where it's infrequent, which is like an old school formula. Like back in the days,
Yep.
artists would only release an album every 3-4 years, and it'd be
Yep.
like quality over quantity. Whereas now in the streaming era, it's
Yeah,
like
yeah, it's quantity.
how many albums can I pump out?
100%.
So I like that he still
Yeah, he's...
retains that, and he doesn't drop them.
Was
as
his last album... what's it called?
Crash
Crash Talk? 2019. That
It was just a while ago, bro. Yeah,
Yeah.
which was average. And
yeah.
even he says it was
There's a few
an
good
average
songs,
album.
But yeah,
It was alright, bro.
it was alright. It
That
wasn't
was
as
the
good
year
as-
we seen him live, and he's like,
Yeah, well,
Water.
because before that is when he... What was his album before? That was like Blank.
Blank Face
Blank
LP.
Face.
Yeah.
That
Which
was
is a good album, bro,
That
yeah.
was when he came to Splendor. And we saw him closing, and that was just the best set ever.
See, that album was cool, bro, because like he makes gangster rap, but that album was kind of like in that realm of like Kanye sort of Kid Cudi, where it's like a bit more explorative with his sound, like gangster lyricism, but the production and like the soundscape was a bit lighthearted. You know what I mean?
What's that song? It's like Took Your Nose or something.
Took Your Nose Part 2.
Yeah, that's so good.
Yeah. Man, at 9, for me, I don't think you'll have this either, which will disappoint me, but I got Doggy Style by Snoop.
I don't have it, no, but I knew it would be on there.
Man,
I thought it'd be higher for you, honestly.
Look, I'll re-listen to it again this morning, and like I suggest you do the same. Dude, he's like 22, 23 in that, and he's rapping like the Ren Stew, bro.
Yeah, true.
I mean, going fucking bananas, eh? Like, he's got Gin and Juice, Who Am I, Murder Was the Case, Pump Pump, Lottie Dottie, Ain't No Fun. Like, it's packed with like fun songs.
Yeah. Okay.
But he's also just and
what would your favourite be from that?
probably Gin and Juice or Who Am I probably.
Yeah,
I'd
go Who Am I?
I read that. Well, I listened to an interview where like a lot of that album he freestyled it because his background, like wherever he grew up, a lot of it was like battle rapping or freestyling, like pick an object and let him rap about it.
Yeah.
And a lot of that, bro, he just punched in, and because a lot of it is like him creating or explaining a situation that he's been in.
Yeah.
It's like he's just kind of going off the cuff. He just feels the rhythm and just goes for it.
Hell yeah.
I love that.
Fucking earth. What year was that? Do you know?
94, I think.
94,
93, 94.
Older than
This was
us.
right after the Chronic because
that's what.
because he's riddled all over the Chronic, and that was kind of Snoop Dogg's introduction to the world was on the Chronic, and then they made an album straight afterwards for him.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Fucking oath. All right, what do you got next?
8 for me, could have been higher, but The Blueprint, Jay-Z.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You didn't rate. Would you even rate that album compared to his other albums?
Sure. Well, what's the other one that's really good? Is it Reasonable Doubt?
Yes.
The Blueprint. There's a series of them, right?
Yeah, and he had. What's the other one? Well, I like all of them. Like even the one with Kanye.
Yeah.
Watch the Throne.
Watch the Throne
as well. That was around the honorable mentions. Didn't get in.
Yeah. Well, I don't really know any songs off it, to be honest. Like I couldn't tell you what's on it. Is that like off
Blueprint.
The Blueprint? Is that like Izzo? Like,
Yeah. Izzo, Heart of the City. It's one of I reckon his best song ever.
I don't even know that song, bro.
Dude,
I've not really studied Jay-Z, man. Like
Girls, Renegade with Eminem.
Renegade's probably the most
Songcry.
like lyrically intricate song ever made.
Oh shit, yeah.
Because him and Eminem, it's like Clash of the Titans.
And
like,
that was like peak Eminem and peak Jay 2001. Like
I've
that was
heard-
just after the Marshall Mathers LP.
Yeah.
Just nuts.
I've heard other rappers talking about that as like the pinnacle.
Yeah.
Like other rappers are like they're the two gods, and
Yeah,
like
that
they've
song
gone like
is
that.
dude. That song is so good. Like when
Yeah.
you listen back to it. But yeah, Heart of the City is I reckon his best song.
I have to check it
So
out.
good.
I haven't listened to it.
I'll send it through.
I think you'll have my 8 on here. I don't know how high you'll have it though. I've got My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy.
Ooh, okay.
I got that at 8.
Yeah.
I think so. Like for me, this album, like we've always listened to music, and I've always listened to music, but this is one of the first albums that I felt like was an experience where like I started listening to it from the start. It grabbed me, but it also pulled in like my mind as well, not just my ears.
Yeah.
And like it's like there was like a visualization factor to it as well.
We were like 13, 14 at that time.
Yeah, I'm just like, holy shit,
yeah.
what is going on? And it feels like every time I listen to it, even now, I get something new from it.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck.
Oh,
like
dude,
when I
so
listen to Dark Fantasy, like the intro song,
Yeah.
I messaged you today, and I'm like, what is going on?
Yeah,
Like,
it's so good.
it's fucking amazing, bro.
Yeah,
I just
I
feel
agree.
like that production, he's a pioneer of like the sound, but also it was like the first time hearing that. I think he involved Mike Dean in quite a lot with Devil in a New Dress, where it's like got like this rock sort of blend to it, and it's just bro, I just love the production
It's
of it.
such a good fucking album. Man.
It's so good.
Honestly, and like songs like Runaway and shit.
All the Lights.
All Lights, that's my favourite song on there. All
So
Lights.
Appalled is fucking
gorgeous.
underrated, bro.
Blame Game, John Legend.
Yeah,
Dude.
Power, Devil in a New
Dude,
Dress, where
Power.
Rick Ross is rapping
Yeah.
again, like the rent is due.
Yeah, dude, so many iconic songs.
You heard the story how he flew Rick Ross to Hawaii, had him record the verse, and he made Rick Ross go and record the verse like multiple times because he was saying that's just not good enough, that's just not
Really?
good enough, and he was pushing back on it.
True.
And at that time, that's like Rick Ross around like hustling.
Yeah.
Like he's like, what do you mean it's not good enough?
Yeah.
And he ended up with the verse he has now, and it's going down in folklore.
Hell yeah. So good.
100%.
All right, 7 for me. This is a hard one because I've got 2 albums from the same person that I could have gone here. And I was only going to include one of them in the top 10. I went the Marshall Mathers LP.
I knew that would be in there.
But I was almost going to put... Nah, the Eminem show.
Yeah.
Like-
Eminem show, is that his first one? Or is that the...
No. The Marshall Mathers LP is his first
Yeah.
like proper one, but he had like
What's on
mixtape
that? Like,
before.
My Name Is...
Yeah, we got like
It's very provocative.
the
that
real
first-
Slim Shady, like Stan,
Yeah.
Kill You, like the Kim songs. I don't know if you've ever
Yeah.
heard that, where he's like at the end he's like killing.
He's
his...
talking about driving around with
Yeah,
him in
and then,
the
like,
trunk. What song was
throwing
that?
Oh well, Stan has it.
Stan has it at the end.
Yeah, but also Kim.
He's like, I'm going
one
to drive
where-
around and honk with her and like...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kim's one where he like he gets his daughter and records her helping him slit her mum's throat
Yeah.
and throw her in the water and shit. Like at the end, and talks
Right.
about how much he hates his wife. It's fucked.
How...
Controversial.
I think that's why he got so popular, but like
Yeah.
how he was able... I imagine there was lawsuits in and around when he's making that music. Like
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
too
plenty.
young to know, but I imagine there was defamation lawsuits.
Yeah, it was plenty. His mum sued,
Coming out the
his
fucking
mum
wazoo.
sued him fucking heaps as well.
Yeah.
Like every time I mentioned her, I tried to sue him. Never
Yeah.
was successful. But that has like The Way I Am. I don't know if I mentioned that as well.
What's your
But
favorite song on there?
It would have to be
Stan's probably one of the best songs ever made.
Yeah, the real Slim Shady as well, because that's just like classic Eminem. But the Eminem show, like so many good songs were like Superman, Till I Collapse,
Superman's good, bro.
Without Me, like Haley's song, Clean Out My Closet,
Yeah.
This White America. Oh fuck,
It's a freakish album,
close.
bro.
I put him out, put it in and out so often.
To me, bro, with Stan, that's like one of those songs where when I'm listening to it, I'm picturing someone in their basement doing the things that he's explaining. Like I'm picturing a Stan,
Yeah.
and it like creates that visualization factor where, bro, it's just a fucking good song. He's a master of lyricism.
Yeah, dude, that tells a story. Like I remember watching the video for the first time, just going, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
Like, and listening to it and just going, "Holy shit!"
He might
Shouldn't have
have
been
one of
listening to that at 10 years old. Like,
No, not at all. I remember listening to Us Like That.
yeah.
And it's like these fucking like puppets.
Is that
like,
Nate Dogg?
It's
So, yeah.
No, Nate Dogg's not on that. I don't think he's on Shake That.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Us Like That is like these like naked puppets
Yeah.
dancing in a video clip. It's bro.
The way you're moving.
At
So
7 for me, I have what you've already mentioned. I've got Oxymoron, which you might have thought was higher.
I thought it would have been. You got him tattooed on you twice.
I do have it tattooed on me twice. Yeah, the first one, I don't know if you can see it. Botch job, looks terrible, so I got it re-tattooed on my chest. But yeah, I fucking love that album, bro. Like, I remember, I have a vivid memory, bro. Actually, it would have been like 2013. I'm sitting in my living room, and how old would I have been? 10, 15. I remember
16,
seeing the Man of the Year video clip. I don't know if you've ever seen it, but like my skinny 60-kilogram like white man self was like, there's just these huge asses all over the fucking screen. They're running along the beach.
That'll
and shit.
change any man.
And I'm just like, oh,
Oh, dude.
I think I like that body type now. I've never gone back. It's Schoolboy Q's fault.
Oh yeah.
But my favorite song from that album, probably between Gangster and Break the Bank.
Yeah.
Those
so
songs are just like fuck.
They're
just-
almost like similar in a way, but like
Yeah, bro.
like just how fucking hard they hit.
But with
It's so
Gangster, I like that the intro is with his daughter. It's like, my daddy, a
good.
gangster.
Yeah.
Oh, and then like that the way that he does that voice, that ad lib. I guess it's an ad lib. That's iconic, bro. That
Yeah.
that Schoolboy Q thing. It just like, and I hear
Yeah.
that, I'm just like, oh fuck yeah.
Yeah.
what do you got at
I'm so glad I
6?
saw that live. 6, I've got Long Live ASAP.
Dude, so do I.
At 6 as well?
Yeah, I actually do. Yeah,
I don't know, like I was like toying with it going higher, but I think that's a good spot for it.
yeah. I'm just gonna list a few songs that are on this. This is one album. And you would have realized this as well, but just
Yeah.
to anyone listening. So Long Live ASAP is on here. Goldie, Pussy Money Weed, Level, Fucking Problems, Wild for the Night, One Train, Phoenix, Fashion Killer, Suddenly, Ghetto Symphony, and Purple Swag.
Dude,
That's all on one album.
John Ye as well.
Yeah.
Such a gangster song.
That's all on one album.
Yeah, nuts.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Oh my God.
We spoke about, so we made an episode last week and we fucked up the recording and
It was a
fucked up
good
the
one
video.
too.
It was a learning curve, but we basically just said like how like ASAP Rocky is a good artist, but he also, it's him as the overall package. Like he's a sexy cunt. He can talk, he can rap, he can fucking sing, he can dance. Like he's just a compelling, like attractive motherfucker.
And also just like the time period that kind of music came out. It's just
Dude.
like adolescence, like going to parties and shit. Like I remember just bumping that, driving to parties
Yeah.
with like you and fucking
Yeah.
Bristow, and then also Maz and Billy and all those boys as well. Just like soundtrack to our
Yeah.
childhood, I guess.
But looking back on it now, it's such an experimental sound, like that.
Yeah.
Like it's like because he's like got a lot of inspiration from like that LSD sort of like he's got like this drug infused sound where it's like the production is like,
LSD was after.
you know what I mean?
But yeah, I know.
No, I mean like just
that
he's
kinda-
got like a drug inspired sound where it's like the sound is just like nothing like the hip hop before that. Like right before that was traditional hip hop sound, and he just
100%.
comes in with just whole different sound.
Shit,
Like you hear Goldie or Long Live ASAP or
Goldie's-
Pussy Money, Boy,
yeah.
like it just sounds different. Or even Wild for the Night, like that's a
shit, Skrillex.
You took a gamble there.
Yeah, and it paid off.
Fuck me, it
That
paid
song's
off.
so good. My favorite song on that would definitely be PNW. That's one of my favorite songs of all time, honestly. Like,
Yeah,
I don't know if I think it's a good song, but also just like the nostalgia attached to it. It's like
that's
one of the
Schoolboy
best.
Q as well, eh?
Yeah,
They're a good pairing, man.
yeah.
They're great pairing.
They're
They've got
over
they got what's it called? They have that song, and then they've got what's it
Wait,
called?
hold on. I can't think. Hands on the Wheel.
Yeah, not Hands on the Wheel. It's
is
the
a good one,
it's the first song they made together.
Oh, yeah, I'll just read out a few. Brand New Guy.
Brand New Guy, that's
Yeah,
what it
that's
is.
from,
Yeah, Brand New Guy is what it is. That's their first
Love.
collaboration together. It's so good,
They got
bro.
Electric Body as well. M's. They got so many.
Oh, dude, M's Lil Wayne. M's is one of my favorite beats ever.
It's good.
That's all I see, nigga. Yeah, dude, it's so good. That beat is infectious, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, shit, yeah.
Well, what do you have at 5?
5. I'm getting to the thick of it now. I got Get Rich or Die Trying. Another one
That's
you got on
low.
here.
That's low,
like
man.
not where it should be.
Yeah, that's low.
Yeah, I know. It is, but it's tight.
I'm interested
Considering-
to see what you got above it.
Because he was 4th for me in my all-time rappers.
Yeah. So
But-
he's 4th then, or you've robbed him a place?
I've robbed him a place. But yeah. It could be very well. The top 5 is so close. Like any of them could be interchanged, apart from number 1 for me. Or the top 5 are interchangeable.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have the same number 1. I have a feeling.
Probably.
But
But yeah, dude, it's such a good album. Favorite song? Many Men for sure.
yeah, I knew it would be, bro.
Yeah, I love that song.
That album, he's aggressive.
Yeah.
Like he's coming out swinging in that album. It's got some of my favorite disses in it. It's got Life's on the Line and Back Down, where he's like, everybody knows he shut down Ja Rule's career, with those songs. But I just like the aggression he raps with, bro. Like he has real authentic street energy and violence in his music.
Full about it too. Like,
But then he's also very intelligent. You can tell the way he crafts and like glues together songs, like the hook and the verses, that he's very intelligent as well.
so many classics from that, like In the Club, obviously. But what do you got? Like 21 Questions, Heat. If I Can't,
Yeah,
Wankster. Like, dude.
you're not like me.
Yeah,
Dude.
Endless.
You
So
got
good.
Patiently Waiting. What
Yeah.
up, gangster?
What year was it? Is this
Heat?
2003? Heat, yeah.
I think it was, bro. 03.
Yeah.
It was around that period, maybe 03, 04.
I think it was 03 because
it was before the documentary, which was
and
06.
with him and Eminem and like coming out,
Yeah.
so sick.
Well, that just shows Dr. Dre's value,
Yeah,
right?
oh, dude.
Like, obviously, he did his thing with NWA, then Snoop Dogg, and then fucking he brings out 50 Cent. He's directly tied to Kendrick as well.
Yeah.
Oh, man, there's a laundry list of
They
people
just
he's
say
done.
now Eminem and 50 Cent, like when they were dissing Ja Rule together and shit like that. Fuck, sick.
I love it.
5.
Curious if you have this on your list. At 5, I've got 2001.
I don't.
Dr. Dre.
I don't, but it was in the honorables.
Dude,
that aren't getting mentioned.
Can
but
I? This is fucked. So this is not successive, but these are the songs on this album. So you got Fuck You, Murder Inc., The Next Episode, Forgot About Dre, What's the Difference, Explosive, Still Dre, and The Watcher, all on one album, bro.
insane. It is insane.
And you left that off.
It's in the honorables.
Dude,
Top 15.
dude, man.
So good.
Come on, man.
Explosive.
He pioneered hip hop. Like, because he made The Chronic, and then he's put all of his energy into everybody else, like crafting albums for Snoop Dogg and other people in the West Coast and whoever the fuck else. And then he comes back in 2001 and reclaims the throne with probably the greatest, objectively, probably one of the most influential and greatest rap albums ever.
Yeah.
And dude, like, What's the Difference? Forgot About Dre. The Next Episode.
Explosive, dude. That beat.
Still Dre.
Explosive.
All those songs, you could play that for a 60-year-old.
Yeah.
Just the beat, and they'd be like, I know the song.
Yeah.
So like, I think that's a credit to how good it is.
Yeah.
But
Oh shit. Yeah.
I'm dick riding here, but I got Dre on my calf, and I love the West Coast sound, bro.
Yeah.
So
Well, dude, Explosive. That's the type of beat that I feel like you just love. Like
that's that G funk, bro. Like you picture yourself driving in like an Impala and just kicking back.
Yeah. Shit. Yeah.
What do you got it for?
4. I got Nothing Was the Same. Drake.
Oh, that's high, dude. Holy
I love
shit.
Well, Drake's one of my favorite artists, and That is the best album.
It's a fucking good album, man.
Do you even you obviously don't have it.
I don't have it anywhere on my list. I don't have any Drake.
Yeah, it's the only one that was making it on there for me. But
yeah. It's his best album, like where he's gone from start to finish. Like it feels like an album experience. Like some of his albums don't feel like they got good songs in them, but it doesn't feel like from the first listen to the last song. I felt like that was an experience or something I've just done.
That's fair.
Whereas Nothing Was the Same does, like it pulls you in with Tuscan Leather.
Yeah.
And then I don't know, I can't remember what the end song is. Is it Pound Cake?
No, the last song's The Motion.
The Motion, which is a great song. But
every song, like, man, the songs on that are insane. Like even the start, what's the start go? It's like, I know you don't like Own It, but just like it pulls
it's
through.
not that I don't like Own It. It's just you said that song's elite. It's not elite, bro.
Tuscan Leather, Furthest Thing, Started From the Bottom, Wu-Tang Forever, Own It, Worst Behavior, From Time. Hold on, we're going.
From Time's a good song.
I haven't skipped a song yet. Connect, The Language.
Yeah, you just mentioned
Too Much, Pound Cake, Come Through, All Me, The Motion.
Yeah.
There's not a bad song on that.
No, there's not. It's not a bad song on there, and it's his best album by far. Good. But it's only 13 songs long, if I'm correct.
I'm going off the deluxe.
13 songs.
16.
Okay, so like that's I think.
Oh, Pound Cake is. Oh no. Yeah. Sorry.
It's a condensed album, and he's like paired himself with a production style that's like R&B ish, but he's rapping over it. And I think it's like the perfect formula. Like Pound Cake, Wu-Tang Forever, Tuscan Leather. Yeah. Or like in recent times, like 8 AM in Charlotte, like that softer beat, but he's spitting over it.
Yeah.
He's got the perfect voice for that. And like I give Drake a hard time because he's so good.
Yeah, absolutely.
And because he's
so Poppy syndrome.
Bro, he's so tied in with the culture and he knows what works.
Yeah.
But he fucking releases bad music still. And I'm like, bro, like we're holding you to a certain... It's not that you're making bad music. It's just that compared to your standard that you've set because you're the GOAT, step up, cunt.
Fair.
That's how I feel. And so, like, I think that's fair enough. It's at 4 on your list, but...
Favourite song too, Wu-Tang Forever. That's my favourite Drake song. Or
Pound Cake would be
top
mine.
3. Yeah, we'll probably talk about this in another episode, but yeah. Wu-Tang Forever and Alice in Silence.
All right.
That's it.
At 4... I'm curious whether you have this on there. It might be the same. I have Rodeo at 4.
True.
And, man, for me...
Was it a hard choice between all 3 of them?
It was. Like, it could have been interchangeable with, with Utopia and with Astroworld. But for me, I think Astroworld has more throwaways. Yeah. For me personally. Like, as I was listening to it, I was like, okay, there's some songs in the middle here where, like, they got good production, but like either the vocals don't sound that good on it or the feature isn't that good. But on this album, I feel like it's got some of the best songs. Like it opens with Pornography, which I think is the best intro to any of his albums.
Oh, it's close, but it is good.
Like T.I., he does the introduction at the start, and that introduction, like it talks about there being talks about Travis being in another solar system, right? Yeah. And that. The way they frame the song is exactly how the production and how his vocals and that production end up feeling that I'm floating in fucking space right now.
Oh, dude, it's good. Just like the build up of him talking and shit just to the...
But there's also Oh My This Side, 3500, 90210, Nightcrawler with Sway Lee, Antidote, Maria I'm Drunk, Okay Alright.
Pray for Love with Weeknd as well.
Yeah,
I don't know if you're...
I'm not a big Weeknd fan. I like the Weeknd's...
That's a good song, mate.
It's alright. Like, it's a good song, but I'm not coming to in saying that I mentioned a song with The Weeknd on it.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
Like, his vocals are insane.
You fucking idiot.
It is good though. But that's me at 4. My favorite song would be 90210, 100%.
Yep,
undoubtedly. Yeah, it's not even a.
That's hard to.
It's not even a debate to me.
Yeah, of course. It's one of his best.
It may be his best. It may be.
All right. 3 for me, I got My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy.
Yeah, nice.
Yep.
I thought it'd be on there.
Yeah, shit, yeah. You know I've got the vinyl, I play it all the time.
Do you have any other Kanye albums on your list?
No, but my honourable, just to spoil it, will be a Kanye album.
Yeah, okay.
But that's it. For the same shit you said before. Like,
same reason?
Yeah.
Is it like a feeling it evokes, or is it a time it reminds you of, or is it just the quality of the fucking music? Like,
honestly, it's all of it, honestly, because that could come out today and it would still be like unreal. Like it sounds so good.
He's pioneer.
The songs are classic and you can listen to it over and over again. Like,
I wish I could go back to that time, and I've never looked at it. I wonder how it was received then, because I know Kanye, he He gets criticism, but he makes music that doesn't sound like that's the sound now, and he gets criticized for it. But then in a couple years' time, they're like, "Oh fuck,
Yeah,
that was the
that was
sound."
good. Yeah, true. And after Graduation, which was huge.
Yeah. So
This is the next album, but yeah.
at 3, I have a controversial one in your eyes.
Oh, dude, you're gonna piss me off. Nah, is it To Pimp a Butterfly?
It's To Pimp a Butterfly, bro.
That's not controversial to me.
It's controversial to you.
No, like my take on it would be controversial.
Yeah, but your take is what?
Well,
Like,
it's
what
not
take
really
do you have, bro?
It's just not top 10 for me.
Dude, that's such a cop out.
No, it's not.
That's
Dude.
such a. It's just normal kind of music. Like,
Well,
but
this
objectively,
is a
look at it.
Yeah, but we're not doing objective. This is
If I ask you to lend me your objective opinion for a second,
yeah.
that dude,
This is an objective.
That album is he's doing a racial and cultural cross examination, and he's introspecting and also providing insight to his external surroundings, which is black people and oppression.
Yep.
And he's lending you that paired with beautiful jazz and like this funky production. And it's got some of the most, like, for me, some of my favorite song by Kendrick is Wesley's Theory, which you might not even have listened to 2 times in your life, but that's my favorite song.
Maybe.
He's got All Right, How Much a Dollar Cost, The Black of the Berry,
that's a good one.
you know, These Walls, King Kunta, sorry.
That's a good one.
For me, yeah, that album, it takes me to like a certain place, and I like how, just the insight or the introspection that he's lending, but I can understand how it's not an album you're like, oh, fucking chuck that on, fuck yeah, like.
I'm not discrediting it.
Yeah,
I think it's a good album,
no,
but
you're not.
But like,
You're
I'm
not.
not putting it in my top 10 personally.
Yeah.
Subjectively.
But it's more of, at that stage, it's like maybe it's more of a comprehension thing.
Nah,
Like,
it's definitely not
my
that.
ability to comprehend. You know,
it can't be.
It might be though.
It can't be though. Like, think about it.
Well, I am thinking about it. That's why it's
Not
at 3.
probably.
That's
No.
why it's at 3 for me. That's why Drake's in your 4 and Drake's not in my 10 because we're different. I'm a deep thinker.
Yeah. Ish.
Oh, it's clear.
Well, you've already talked about Rodeo for me.
Is two rodeo
Yeah.
for you? Was it hard? Again, like, was it difficult to choose?
Yeah, not as much as you'd think.
No, the rodeo is.
I think it's just clear.
I had Utopia ahead of Astroworld personally.
I think so too. I don't know, but there's this. I feel it's weird. Like, I love Astroworld, but do you feel like a bit of fatigue about it? Like, it's been so overplayed in the last.
Yeah.
What it came out 5 years ago.
100%.
Like, I've talked about this with other people too. It's like, it's such a good album, but fuck, there's only so many times you can hear Sicko Mode and like all those songs.
I can still appreciate it. Like,
like I'll still listen to it, and it's not like I hate it, but like
I agree.
I know it's had some effect on me, and I think the Rodeo is just like better.
Yeah, I think it was better. Like, I think even if every time I listen to Rodeo, the soundscape's so different. There's diversity amongst the album that I don't get bored of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
So, like, some of the songs, like, for example, like Maria, I'm Drunk, or Nightcrawler, or 90210 Pornography, they have production changes in the song where there's like 2, 3, 4, 5 different songs within one song, whereas Astroworld, it doesn't have that. It's like, it's just,
I know.
You got Sicko Mode, you got a couple where there's a beat change, but you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, that's kind of like, I'd heard of Travis before that, but that's when I really started listening to him. And like, that's the first time I feel like I've kind of heard like songs like Oh My This Side, where it's actually 2 songs in one, like the Oh My and then the This Side, and same with like Okay Alright and heaps of songs and shit. It's really interesting.
Fuck yeah.
I fucking love that. But yeah, so many good songs on there.
What's your favourite song though?
Oh, 90210.
90210.
Yeah. But there's a few goodies in there. Easy.
At 2, you've mentioned it already. I have Get Rich or Die Trying at my number 2.
Fair. Very respectable.
Fuck man, like it's the best selling album that's ever been released. I know, like the first, I think it's if not the best selling album of all time. Like the first week or 2 that it got released, he sold like something silly, bro.
For a debut album,
1 point something million. Yeah, his debut
in
album
2003
was nuts, bro. There's just the feeling that it evokes and like the approach he has to that music. Fuck, bro. It makes me feel like fucking violent. It makes me feel like I feel like it just gives me energy, bro. I'm just like, fuck yeah, bro.
It's
like,
so good, man.
He's got like Many Men, Patiently Waiting, Heat, If I Can't, What Up Gangster, Back Down, PIMP, 21 Questions, Wankster, You're Not Like Me. It just doesn't stop.
It doesn't stop.
I could keep going.
Yeah.
And
Please,
I will. But
too many.
My favorite song would be Many Men for sure.
Yeah, it's mine too. It's just, I don't know. It's just a timeless classic.
It
and
is,
that
bro.
third verse just always gets me.
Dude, it's
just when he talks about homo.
He's painting a picture. He's painting a picture of exactly what's happened. So from the beginning of the song to the end, you're visualizing what he's talking about. And that kind of music, I think it really creates like a cornerstone in your memory.
Yeah.
You go.
I was talking about, I think we mentioned this last week, but the video of he's on like Oprah or something, and she's like asking him. He's real soft spoken and like quiet. She's like, "Did you ever find out who shot you?" And he goes, "Yeah, we found the guy." And she's like, "And what happened to him?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, he got his we got our revenge or something."
I think what did he say? I think she asked where he was, and he's just like, he's dead.
Yeah, he was like, he's on like a breathing.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Like he's being subtle about it.
And then it just cuts to his verse. So good, man.
We spoke about this in the episode that's now in purgatory, but Homo, to just make a long story short, Homo was Mike Tyson's best friend growing up.
Yep.
And Homo was a hire for kill in and around the area where 50 Cent grew up. And he was hired by like Jimmy Henchman and the crew that 50 was beefing with to try and kill 50. And obviously he ended up dying. So
insane.
Bit of rap culture for you.
Yeah. Classic.
Yeah, Many Men's definitely my favorite song, bro.
Fucking oath.
I love Wangster, but
Wangster is really good too.
So good, bro.
Yeah,
so good, man.
So good. It's such a good fucking album.
Absolutely.
Do you listen to it again in your lead up to this?
I did, man. I tried to listen to all of them. Like some of them I didn't have to as much. Like that's an album I didn't really have to as much because I know the album backwards and forwards, bro. But some of them I had to listen to them again just to work out where to place them.
Yeah, you see my didn't make it list is so long.
Like mine's decent. Mine's decent.
Well, it's longer than the top 10.
Mine's not. I didn't have it that much. I had Nothing Was the Same in there though.
Yeah, true.
Wasn't my honorable mention, but it was in and around the discussion. But it can't compete with any of the things I've said, man.
Fair enough.
For me,
subjective list.
Oh, subjectively, what do you got at number one? I think we're gonna have the same pick.
Well, we obviously do.
It's Good Kid, Mad City.
Yeah, fucking oath.
Oh, that's man,
the best fucking album ever.
Nothing
can touch it. I don't think nothing's close.
It is. Again, album experience. Like from the beginning where he's talking to Master Splinter being Shireen's dad.
Yeah.
And at that point they were kids and he had just wanted to start singing her. The way they frame the album and the listen all the way through.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm just going through a fucking journey into like Kendrick's mind, bro.
Yeah. And like most of these albums that we've mentioned, no skips, but that one's like true, like you'd never skip a song.
100%.
Like, dude, just looking at the track list now, Shireen, aka Master Splinter's daughter, Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe, Backseat Freestyle, The Art of Peer Pressure, Money Trees, Poetic Justice, Good Kid, Mad City, Swimming Pools, Sing About Me, Real, Compton, and then into the bonuses. Like,
you got The Recipe, you got Sing About Me, I'm Dying of Thirst as well.
Yeah.
For me, the first one I heard ever was I heard ADHD, which isn't from this. I heard that. And then I heard The Recipe because we were in this is YouTube era, right?
Yeah.
And then the first song that really landed for him that I heard was Swimming Pools. That's when I started hearing on the radio.
That was the song, like, this is the best song for parties, like, when 100%. It came out. Like, I feel sorry for kids these days that don't get to listen to that.
You've seen Kendrick live, hey?
Yes. Oh, it's Splendor, though.
How was it?
It was rated as his, like, best performance.
Yeah.
He was late and then got cut off early, but I had a good time. Like, me and a mate, Cooper. Yeah. Him and his Rasta beanie. Was
That's
like a
right,
beanie
bro,
with dreadlocks, and we just pushed to the front because everyone else was fucked on the hill.
You say that was around the time of Damn?
Yes. Yeah, it was 2019, so yeah, the year that Damn came out.
Not his best album.
But, nah.
I don't mind it, but...
Yeah, I don't mind it.
He makes authentic music, though. That's one thing, like, he'll make whatever he feels like making at the time, and it's always quality, but...
Yeah.
His last two albums haven't been... my favourites.
Yeah, that's fair. But yeah, it was a good performance. It was good to see him live as well.
Yeah.
But I always thought it was funny that I'd seen Schoolboy Q 2 years earlier there, and Schoolboy Q played Mad City.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was...
Because it was his ad-libs all over it.
Yeah, and then...
Yeah.
That was better when Schoolboy Q played it than when Kendrick played it, like,
I think later. Schoolboy Q evokes that kind of energy, though.
Yeah.
He brings that kind of, like, fuck yeah, let's get after
I'll show you videos from... We were, like, right at the front, too.
Yeah.
Me and Brock and Jackson and just, like, going nuts.
Yeah.
It was so good.
Whereas Kendrick's, it's more like, I don't know, man. Like
that was in his stage where he was
intricate,
making more
sort
like,
of. Yeah. He's laid back. He's more mellow. He's more about the art.
Yeah.
Like when I seen Kendrick maybe 3 or 4 months ago in concert format, and his performance was amazing, but it was like an art form. Like the way that he was performing and the visuals and the way he was acting and the props and everything like that. It's pretty clear to me that, like, to him, it's it's an all-encompassing art. Like he's a musician,
Yeah,
an actor.
yeah.
Like he encompasses all of it. It's not just the music.
Yep.
Whereas like a lot of the artists we've mentioned that they're just like straight up just like rappers or performers.
Well, that's what I think about that fan theory about him releasing music through Baby Keem. Dude, it's a thing. Because he can't release that type of music anymore.
I think he can because I think he always releases whatever he feels like. I think authenticity is one of his virtues. Is always being authentic. So I feel like if he wanted to release fucking bangers, he would. But he's just 36 now.
Yeah.
He's got kids, got a partner. Like he doesn't want to rap about fucking. Or he doesn't. I guess it's more of a production style than a lyricism thing, right? But I think he's also looking after like, is it his cousin or his nephew? Like lending him a few slappers. Like here you go. You know what I mean? Fucking,
yeah.
You take it. Take it, kid.
And he's taking them.
Yeah. He's pretty big now, man. He was there too.
Yeah. Well,
he was good, bro. Nice. He was really good.
Family Ties live would have been. I remember seeing videos of just.
It was good, man. Nuts. Vent was the best song live.
Really?
Vent slaps.
True.
Fucking good.
That's interesting. It's always weird when you see someone live. Like most people I've seen live, the song that I thought was going to slap more, didn't slap as hard as another like random song.
Well, for Kendrick, Money Trees was the best, bro.
That's my favorite.
That's my favorite song.
It's just like that's
just slapped
and just takes you back.
Just how the chorus keeps repeating, like it's just like, man, everything's all good, eh?
Yeah,
like,
I'm actually so good. It takes me back to like just playing like that age where it was just fucking around with friends and like playing GTA. I don't know why it takes me back to GTA.
100%. It reminds
like that type of era.
Yeah, it's like a reminder to
like year 10.
Take
that
things less seriously.
Yeah, shit, yeah.
Like although we're adults, like having that connection with like the inner child and just being able to relax and be happy is important, bro. Yeah,
that's why a lot of these albums actually seem to be like around that
100%
age, like high school. So I guess a lot of
have deep memory, like entrenched in our memory, bro. Yeah, and it's like when our mind thinks about it, it's just like producing serotonin and endorphins. Oh, man. It's just like such a nice feeling.
Mentioning swimming pools, like thinking about that song just like takes me back to like high school parties.
Yeah,
and just having 100%. The best time ever and just fucking around with the boys.
What do you have as your honorable mention?
Oh, so this was hard as well. I went Graduation by Kanye.
Great album.
Yeah, dude. Homecoming.
Popish.
Homecoming was my best.
Is it a rap album?
It's a good album.
Is it a rap album? Yeah.
Oh, there's bits of rap in it.
Yeah.
But like,
it's popish.
It's very like a lot of sing-alongy, but as well, that was kind of, I don't know, I guess, well, I was 10 around then. I have a vivid memory of like going down to Melbourne with my family. Yeah. I was listening to that album and the Eminem show. Mm-hmm. I must have been around 10. Like Graduation just come out and listening to like Stronger and Homecoming and shit. Like so good. Homecoming would be my favorite song, but
I Wonder,
Flashing Lights, Good Morning, Good Life, Stronger
Good
as well.
Life was probably the first song that caught me from that album. T-Pain, Infectious.
Yeah. I think Good Morning as well. Classic.
My honorable mention is Woof by Tyler, the Creator.
Really?
Yeah, bro.
True.
I
respect that.
Oh, fuck, man. I love Tyler, the Creator. You know that. Yeah. He is like a curator. He's like Kanye, where he makes an album and creates a narrative. He creates a story, and he creates, as you know, he creates characters. Yeah. Like in his different albums, he's playing a different character. Like Igor is an alter ego, you know. And then in his early albums, like Wolf Haley.
Yeah.
He creates these alter egos with like where they're playing a role in a world. Yeah. He does world building. Yeah. Which is,
and he's therapist and shit, and like Goblin and
so cool, bro. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. He world builds, and like that kind of introspection, that kind of creativity, to me, like it just draws me in, bro.
Yeah, well, we still love the ass and fucking and all that. Like
turns me around and sends me going.
Orange Juice, dude,
Orange Juice, bro.
That is the best things.
That's one of the best ones.
But yeah, that's like fucking classic.
Man, well, that's everything for me, man. Do you have any albums that maybe were close to making the cut but didn't quite make it?
Yeah, I did. One that was really big that hurt me to leave out due to like personal attachment to it was Man on the Moon, Kid Cudi.
Yeah, like fuck that album, but yeah, fair enough, bro. It's a pioneering sound.
If it wasn't for that album, there wouldn't be a Travis Scott. Like
fair enough.
Like it's
literally,
literally. That's so good, and it takes me back as well. Like Soundtrack to My Life.
I never really got into him, but Soundtrack to My Life, I know his music now in later life, and I appreciate it.
But like, imagine hearing that when you're like 13 and like high school.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Yeah. For me, the one I really wanted to add in would have been Documentary by Game.
Yeah, fair.
I love that album,
I'm glad
bro.
You didn't, but...
It puts you on the game, How We Do. There's a bunch of songs on the album that like, fuck, bro, it's just... Yeah. I love the game. I love his sound. He's a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
But he's got great music.
He's fallen off.
Sweet, man.
Yeah.
All right.